Release District.
Agbaya, 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 Agbaya.
Cheese, come on, live in the flesh.
In the flesh, you are live.
It's the Agbaya show. Come on, episode 24.
Yeah.
You're tuned in with Damo.
And J Jules.
Well, go on, my guy.
Good, my guy.
Come on, man. You already know, man. It's always crazy weeks in the house, man. But you got Mandem in the house today. You get me?
Represented.
Come on, we got the family. You know when Vin Diesel says family?
That's it.
Family. Come on, man. I want to introduce you the family podcast, man. Come on, man.
Alright, thank you for having us, man.
Come on,
introduce yourselves as well, yeah.
Yeah, so my name's Sammy.
My name's Dunn.
And we're the family, innit?
That's it. Yeah.
It sounds like they got their own little intro,
trust, you know, on a swift one as well.
I like that. But no,
Yeah,
bro, come on, you man. Obviously, tell the people what you man do and that before we head off into the Agbaya of the week.
Yeah, so my day job is a clinical coding analyst.
Jeez.
So essentially what it is when someone comes into hospital, their whole discharge gets written out for the length of their stay.
Okay.
We have to look for all the relevant information in terms of their diagnosis
Okay.
and past medical conditions that might be an issue and then turn them into codes, innit? So when we were going through the whole COVID thing, that's how people were getting their stats through the coding.
Jeez.
so
See, the
we-
COVID man them that were doing the F on it, bruv. He's your guy.
This is the guy we should have been clapping for, you know.
Come on, man. What you saying, my guy?
Yo, you already know it's done. Basically, I'm a social worker in the hospital field for adults.
Come on.
So we deal mainly with hospital discharge for anyone who's from 18 upwards who basically need support being discharged from hospital, set them up with a care package.
Okay.
Then I manage a team where the social workers will go out, do your assessment, they'll come back, ask for resources. Then, based on their assessment, we allocate the resources in it to make sure that everyone's good.
One thing I love about the brothers is that we're always out here to help people. You see what I mean? We're always like, I was talking to one of my guys before we go to the Agbaya of the week, and I said to him, you know what? There's a few people out there who always, they're eager for a handout. You see, rather than sometimes, like he said earlier on, you can only rely on yourself. You see, you can only depend on yourself. So trying to think that you can just make it out in life without actually reading, studying, working. You understand? Putting money, investment behind yourself. Come on, man. You're fooling yourself. But brothers, family podcast, thank you for coming on.
It's a pleasure, man.
Come on, man. It's been due. It's been due. Like, man's been hollering at you, man, for the longest.
It's been
and
due.
I fuck with that. So, obviously, you know how it is, Jay.
Yeah.
Going into the Agbaya of the week. And listen, this week,
Auntie.
Auntie. I'm going to let the clip roll.
Did I touch your car?
Did you touch my car? My car's all wrecked. Did you call the police? I've got witnesses here. Look at my car there. Don't shout. Don't
Liar!
shout. Don't
Liar!
shout. Liar. You got a driving license?
I'm going to church. I don't even have time for that one now.
No,
Okay?
you can't drive off. You can't drive off. You're saying you didn't hit my car?
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry then.
That's fine. Thank you.
Auntie, what is going on?
It's too bad.
You know what the worst thing about it, yeah? Not only did you hit the guy, you lied. When we all saw the mark on the car.
That's it.
Number two, remember I said in one of the episodes, emotional manipulation.
Yeah.
She used her emotions to manipulate the situation. If there was no witness there, we would have all thought that guy was chatting shit.
Yeah.
She even said, I don't have time, I'm going to church.
That's it. It's
You
mad.
see,
Can you imagine?
That's the last thing now. She
That's it.
said she's going to church. So what I understand, this is why a lot of people don't want to be Christians. Because they believe that, what? So man you get me? Man don't take God seriously. Man does,
That's what it sounds like.
man does the crime. The man says, nah, bruv, go home and you pray and say, God's forgiving me. You get me?
Man's got Pastor Toby on
Hey,
his Mac, you know what I'm saying? You got Auntie trying to finesse. Do you know what I'm saying?
And you know the worst is the way she was shouting, liar, liar.
Yeah. Where's the mark? Where's the mark? I'm like, the mark is right there.
Yeah.
But
Like-
this is why women can make you go mad, because they can make you feel like nothing's happened. When something really happened.
But like you said, that emotional intelligence, these women, some of them anyway, they can try and get you. But I think as guys, everyone should just be aware of their surroundings, and just know who you're dealing with as well. Take time and know what capability she has and what she can do and what she can't do, But
Stand on your ground, innit? Stand yourself. Yeah.
Like even you were saying, gut feeling, trusting in what you're saying. So
man.
man.
It's a proper important because I feel like when it comes to them situations there, yeah, everybody in the world has been trying to finesse. Do you know what I'm saying? Like from a very early age, I was saying to my boy, yeah, that I feel like Africa and a number of other countries, they haven't figured out how to contractually finesse because the way that the system is set up over there is slightly different. So it's like trying to tax people becomes more techie because you didn't put the work in. So not everybody in, like, for example, Ghana or Nigeria has an NI number. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, they don't have councils. It's not set up like that. So if I don't want to pay, it's my duty to go and pay my tax, innit?
Yeah.
If I decide that I don't want to go and pay my tax, then what
Who's
happens?
gonna hold your
accountability, innit?
It's
Whereas here, it's set up that they don't care. 250 years, innit? Like they'll be like, this contract is for 200. Mortgages are for, like, some of the mortgages are for 100 years, bro.
Yeah.
it's crazy.
100
Look at the
years.
student loans as well.
Yeah.
You know, it's
You
crazy.
know, even when you die, this is what I learned in accounting, bro. Even I think it was accounting or business. Even when you die, you still owe tax.
Yeah.
In
Still-
perpetuity, innit?
But
That's what they write so that brothers don't understand. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. We're
You know,
gonna
it's
own your
actually-
likeness in perpetuity, and everyone's like, yeah, but how much am I getting though?
Yeah. It's
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
actually detrimental to pay for your mortgage all at once. Most people don't know that.
oh yeah.
Yeah, you get taxed on your yard.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
And you know, you sit there and think more time, yeah, the people that are the mortgage owners, like the mortgage lenders, yeah, are just average guys like me and you, but just got bread.
Yeah.
Just handing money out to somebody knowing that interest is coming back.
Yeah.
But
It's their
and this
job,
is the
innit?
thing,
That's the
literally.
thing.
But that's the, as you said, innit? They've kind of built that infrastructure, innit? It's like, for example, yeah, everybody keeps talking about how poor, like, maybe the NHS is, innit? But the NHS lend money to the council, and the council lend money back to the NHS, but they're both broke. So what is happening? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we have a system now where, do you remember where everybody was being pushed to contactless? Well, now you can't see your money. But now, in order to see your money, you might have to join something like Monzo or like one of them online banking. So
Yeah.
you're forced to move with the times as well.
Yep.
Do you know what I'm saying? And so it's like,
Like, imagine someone wants to write you a check now. Be like, right.
what?
It's impossible.
Yeah, it's a myth. Yeah, it's a myth.
Like, bro,
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait 10 days for that to clear, bro.
Sure.
That was-
Send that to my Monzo. Send it to my
Yes,
Monzo.
yeah, for real, for
I
real.
remember saying that to someone else, innit? Like, I remember being in, like, my job and that, and they were talking, and then they were like, okay, you can claim expenses. And I was thinking to myself, you know what? Yeah, this expense thing, yeah, they make it sound nice, but it's not nice.
It's
Because
not
I'm
nice.
spending money now, and you're telling me you're gonna give me money back in a month. How
yeah.
did I'm loaning you money.
For real.
And you know what's so
Yeah,
funny,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
because like that's part of that was like part of my previous jobs. Whereas expenses, you check the expense, you reimburse them. You see, to the point that sometimes some people could be waiting 2-3 months and they'll be angry, like, what I want for my money?
Yeah.
It's not fair. I spent $5,000 here,
Yeah.
and they need that $5,000 back to
Back.
pay their bills, and so it's crazy. But it comes down to, like I said, the finesse. It comes down to understanding, studying these things. What do you say? In perpetuity. Like most people, but some people probably just feel like that's some sort of seasoning or something like that. I'm telling you, some people don't know these
what
sort
it
of
is.
things.
Yeah,
but
for
I
real.
remember, like, when I was proper young, I used to go to a Saturday school, and I was writing something, and then the teacher marked it, and she went, your grammar in this is appalling, and I didn't know what appalling meant, so I went to my mum and was like, the teacher said I got appalling grammar. And my mum looked at me like I'd been punched in the head or something. Like, she's like, yeah, that's not a good thing, innit? I was like, what do you mean? You know, she was like, go upstairs and look at appalling in the dictionary.
Yeah.
You
That,
know?
but you see that, yeah, that's how they finesse us with contracts and percentages and stuff. Because we walk in, yeah, as you said, didn't it? It's always about how much am I gonna get in it. We walk into buildings, yeah, and that's what we look like to proper businessmen and lawyers. Like, yeah, bro, like, come and get these stacks so I can get my Balenciaga. Like, and they're looking at you like,
Yeah, you
you
don't
do
even
understand, yeah, that like 70% of your earnings, yeah, even though it's broken up into smaller percentages, is that outgoing. This money that you're seeing, you're only really getting 30%.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
people don't know that.
And we're
yeah.
like, yo, bro, did it say I'm getting 100 foul?
For
I'm getting
real.
100. Did you get what I'm saying?
Bruv, this comes down to even when people actually, bruv, before we move on, Auntie, you are the Agbaya
of the week.
Agbaya.
Because you know we're just enjoying ourselves with the convo.
Cheers.
But Auntie, you have been exposed. You
Yeah.
exposed yourself. You're going to church and you're
That's
going to
it.
live.
Hey, may the Lord be with you.
You understand?
That's it.
But
Yeah, man.
it's one of them ones, yeah, that bruv, it just comes back to, bruv, you have to read the manual. Life is about reading. If you don't know the manual in life, bruv,
Is that and learning, like you said, you know what I'm trying to say? Because I think we can all be naive. Well, I was naive. I thought, yo, uni, get my degree. I've learned everything. Nah, you're learning every day, innit? So sometimes you do need to be finessed for you to know, like, oh shit, like, because even nowadays, everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. Like, everybody wants to be a rapper. Like, even with that thing, like, obviously here, I don't know how. Obviously here is a bit different with. It's probably the same because obviously, entrepreneur. So if you're a rapper, you have to pay taxes. But some man might think, oh shit, I've got signed for a meal, and they think that whole meal is for them. They don't know.
I've been seeing finesse from young. Do you get what I'm saying? Some people know about this, innit? And I don't. All right, let me not talk too much, innit? All right, there's one uncle, that man them know, innit? And he's always someone who's looking for a deal, innit? So like these man them pulled up in a little car and was like to him, raw boom, innit? Like we got this new laptop back when like Windows XP was a thing. Do you know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, Windows XP, like it's new, it's fast running, So they opened the box, showed man the laptop, and he's like, yeah. They're like, how much you shotting it for? He was like, oh, I think they said something like £70, £100, something like that.
No, 250.
250.
Oh, you remember? I remember. I was there.
Yeah, bro.
Because he was trying to flex, innit? I'll let
so he's flexing big boy chest. Yo, man, you see this computer? It's about £5. I'm getting it for 250, you know? This is a deal. And them gave him the thing. He was like, he had to go cash point, went, took out the money, gave it to the man them. They gave him the laptop and that. Opened up the laptop, was in the laptop.
Water and
2 bottles of spring water, bro.
Brother,
most expensive water,
I've
man's
seen it.
probably
100. Yeah, so, that's old school.
So remember, that's
I know that.
That's old school.
Yeah.
So you see, you would have seen that and been seeing people in life and been like, that's an old school. So man, them must be doing new ways.
Of course.
If you've never been finessed, you're walking through life like everything's rainbows and unicorns.
No, you're right.
I'll take every
The one time you
their
get
word,
finessed,
innit?
that's like when I see elderly people as well, innit? And they get them emails, innit? Like, oh yeah, your bank has been compromised.
And they start panicking.
And they're like, oh my God.
It's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? They're ready to send the money there on the spot. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the no, you're right. Sometimes you need to go through that experience to actually learn from it. But let's be real. I mean, there are exceptions. Don't get me wrong. Exceptions don't make the rule. But there are exceptions out there that actually have never been finessed like that. But they are clued up, basically due to probably observing it. You see, and that, bro, I guess it's sort of like a segue to Carnival. It's that in a way because let's be real. Like some people, I don't want to say finesse because. Some people might go to Carnival thinking this girl's looking sexy. I'm gonna get that sweet wine. But as soon as she might say, yeah, meet me in Carnival. Yeah, drinks on you. When you get there, get the drink. Your bonus going up because you're expecting that wine. Then she's like, thanks, and walks off. Like it's a bit of a madness. And I just want to say. Even though I don't know if it was an equivalent segue, but listen, don't die for Nyash in this carnival. Don't die. Listen, this carnival, because we had Celine on the show. Before we carry on, plantain or planting?
Plantain.
Thank you.
That's it. Correct, guys.
Come on, make sure you like and subscribe. But you know them ones there, like with this carnival coming up, carnival weekend, we hope everyone enjoys. But like, go there with a mindset of you're just going to vibes, have fun. If you do meet the love of your life. By all means, talk to her. You understand? You don't need to grab cheeks or anything like that. Just talk to her.
Moving reckless, isn't it?
Bro, because there's man them out there now today that's probably bought Durex from Amazon.
Hungry.
Wholesale.
Hungry, I'm telling you.
Wholesale ribbed. The ribbed one. You get me? They're ready for carnival because they know that, I'm going to get uck on carnival. But to have that sort of mindset thinking, bruv, come on. It's a day of just enjoyment. Like, for what I understand about carnival and all of this sort of thing now is that this is a day of independence showing. Now, freeness, be free. You understand? That's why they like to wear the flamboyant outfits and that. They're not doing that to look sexy for everyone else. They're just doing, well, some of them maybe. But
two things can be true, innit?
Yeah.
So they could be using it as a chance to show off their bodies, whatever. Maybe they've been in the gym working or whatever. Or maybe they're just proud of their body, innit?
Yeah.
But also, it's a traditional thing. It's a way to show their culture and all the rest of it. Those two things are true at the same time.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that because they want to feel sexy in their outfit, that gives you permission to go on a madness like you've never seen women before.
Bruv, you know,
crazy.
sometimes you just want to say to someone, you never seen babe before in your life?
It's nuts.
What's going on? Bro, you know, there's man them out there that they'll see breast, maybe just see maybe areola coming from the...
It's crazy. Yeah, nah, it's mad.
Hey, look. You're not looking at them like, look, bruv, are you gay? And you're just like...
mad, trust me.
You know, you're just like, brother, man seeing girls, you understand? So, what you saying what? The man them, you man going carnival, yeah?
Nah, you know what? I ain't been for years, and part of it is I'm just a low-key kind of guy.
Okay.
Like, most of my family know, like, what's Sam's idea of a good time? What?
Sleep, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like, man's in the slippers and man's got a good book and man's just...
Hey, that's
reading.
it, man.
You know, one of my
that's
favorite
it.
shows, like, growing up was Frasier.
Hey, my guy, trust me. This is my guy.
You know what?
Me.
Yeah, bruv. You know, so
know.
much. My mum used to own a shop in Strat a minute, and obviously before going to school, like Fraser was on Channel 4.
Yeah.
So I
It
used to-
still is. Yeah.
Hey, that guy, I tell you, he was sarcastic.
Nah,
as
he's
fuck.
the guy. And his brother as well.
brother.
Yeah, his brother. Yeah. And the dad, everyone. Trust me.
The dad was wavy. Even the dog, down to the dog now.
Trust.
Hey, come on.
So, like, for me, I always felt like that was cool. The fact that them two as brothers in it knew about classical music, knew about reading books and you know, the literary classics. Those things were appealing to me. Like, Carnival's just never been appealing. There's too many people, sweaty. You don't know if you're gonna take a chance with the food, cause gonna turn out your belly, or whether it's just gonna be calm and that. And I just, it's never been for me, innit? Like, I've been when I was young.
Yeah.
But that's because everybody was saying like, "Raw, you gotta go Carney and this, that, and the other." But for me, it's rather spend time with my wife and my kids, bro.
Gee, man, like Damon Wayans, yeah.
Hey, I can't lie, it's mad, yeah, because we live in the same house, yeah, with total opposites. Still.
Oh, serious?
Like, yeah.
Okay.
So like, I wasn't trying to go Carney and catch a wine. I think partially also because
Mr. Zara's telling lies.
my parents weren't really on that. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, it's, if you can't find nobody to go Carney with, then you're just not going in it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Yeah, but it was a thing where when man started dating, girls would wanna go Carney in it, and then man just be like, all right, cool, let's go. Like, so like, I remember I was telling you lot before, and I was gonna tell this story in it. So I remember one time, man got all. This is how you know, that for some people, like, it's not even that they just die for Nyash in it, but also, for the females in it, like, know what you actually want. You know what I'm saying? Know like the environments that you want to be in. Because for certain groups of girls, the same way it's true for mandem, innit? Like, you always get mandem who just come along, but they're really thinking I should be at home because this is long, innit? You get the same with the females, innit? So I remember I was dating one girl. She made me go all the way to Carney. We went all the way to Carney. I came off the bus and she was like, yeah, this is looking long. Let's go back.
What?
Yeah. And it was mad, innit? Cause I was vexed because my whole day was just like, I could have done other stuff with my time, innit? But it's to say this, Carney's not for everyone. Do you know what I'm saying? And
Did she repay you with a naked Tetris?
That's it then.
Because she has to, fam.
Yeah.
That's it. Make sure you like and subscribe. That's it. Hey.
Subscribe, bro. If I'm taking a babe to Carnival and she's saying let's go, bro, we have to go back to the yard, and I'm getting up.
Yeah, that's it.
Obviously, don't get me wrong. It's not that I'm demanding that you have to, but I'm saying, you know, as compensation, a little bit of. Obviously, I'll clout you as well, but it's one of them ones.
And so, you know, that's my thing, innit? It's like, raw, do stuff because you want to do it. So, like, for example, if I went Carney now, I'd go as, like, Don, like, the photographer, innit? Like, I'm going to catch some colours, do you get what I'm saying? I'm going to catch some bad boy outfits, innit? And people be like, what are you doing? I show them a couple pictures, be like, yo, like, this is what man does there. Follow, subscribe, you get what I'm saying? Do this, innit? So,
networking.
Nowadays I'm a bit more strategic with why I go. If I'm not going for anything like that, then I'm just not going.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. Definitely makes sense. I mean, like, even me, like, man's never been Carnival. And, like, I'm trying to go, I'm thinking of going Carnival this year. But part of me feeling like, you know what, as I'm knowing myself, like, man, like, it's not that I like crowds, but fam, it's too much. You understand? Like, I'm not claustrophobic, but and I get bored easily, bro.
Short attention span.
I love my own company. So, bro, it's not like, man's sort of like you. I'm still out there. I know you're out there secretly, but but it's one of them ones, bro. If man could be at home, Bonner Zoo, you get me? Got the Maggie, got a sweet babe, watching one little anime there. Tekken's out as well, you see. So it's one of them ones. If man's doing that, man would prefer that than Carney.
Yeah.
I'll only be out in Carney because I know the mandem's there. You know, there's nice girls there. Might just have a little vibe that you can say, oh, you know what? I actually had fun. But more time, I feel like I'll say 7 out of 10 times, yeah, you always have to go with your gut feeling sometimes.
Yeah.
Because when you don't always go with your gut feeling, you end up regretting shit.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Like I'm a foundational type of brother, innit? So I always assess how does this improve my life, or how
I
does
was
this
literally about to say that.
Yeah.
See,
the
even
value-
though we're different, we have many similarities.
Yeah.
It's so weird, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and so before, okay, yeah, maybe I'm going Carney for my man them or whatever. Like now, a lot of my man them, they're wifed off. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I got a wife. There's a lot of the reasons that people go to Carnival don't apply to me. Put on top of the fact that I like to be by myself. I don't even like saying that. It's not necessarily being by myself, but I don't like being in in a company of strangers all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, okay, bro, you're asking me to read, like me reading with my daughter, or me like tickling the hell out of my son in it or whatever, and
Watching gal.
Yeah.
When you've already got a wife.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just like, that's not a hard choice for a man like me. You get me? So
No, and bro, you know what? I agree with you. You know what it is? Because I think we were driving one time, and I said to you, bro, you know what? Bro, sometimes, bro, man can be a loner and be proud. You know,
100,
sometimes we don't
100,
always want to
yeah,
say man's a loner because it sounds
yeah.
to man them out there. It could be like, what? You're lone. You're a neek, bro.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
really and truly, sometimes, bro, I wish I was a neek, bro.
No, for real,
Bro, because you know you got to deep it. Most of these neeks, yeah, they are, bruv, they're living their life.
Yeah, for real.
They don't worry about no drama.
Trust
I can't
me.
believe that you man are saying this. I'm gonna say something in a minute, but go ahead. Yeah, go.
Bro, you know what it is? Don't get me wrong. Like, let's say for example, I wouldn't say like DJ Academics. I would say he's a neek, but he's not a neek.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
bruv, this guy can do shit that a lot of man cannot do. You understand? People call him corny. I used to call him a neek because of when he was doing the 6ix9ine thing, all them videos.
Yeah.
But then later on, you sit there and think, you know what? When you take the moral compass out of the way and think of it from a business standpoint, it was an excellent strategy from him.
Do you know what? Yeah, I was saying this. So this is what I was gonna say. Yeah, when you think about like, listen, I don't want no smoke, but if it's smoke, it's smoky, innit? But like, when you think about KSI and Sidemen and people like that,
Yeah.
they're not the most gangster people in the street.
At
Even
all.
they don't know that. Do you get what I'm saying? They're like the brothers in school who you was laughing at. Do you get what I'm saying?
Bruv, you were punching up on the way to the class.
And then they came together and was like, we've got a business idea, innit? Maybe one person is cooler than the other person, so that's the marketable person, innit?
Yeah.
And then they just ran with it.
And look at
Do you
them
know what
now.
I'm saying? And look at them now.
Man is fighting 2 man today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 man
Trust me.
today.
Not even
Yeah,
one,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
You know how much, bruv. You know how much he's gonna get from fighting 2 man.
Yeah.
As well as they got the brand deal, the prime with Arsenal.
Arsenal fam.
With
That's
Arsenal,
mad.
they got the Sidemen.
Yeah.
I think they've even got restaurants as well.
Yeah, Sidemen run a restaurant, innit? Their own like takeaway that's kind of like Morley's and that.
Bruv, I've ordered
Yeah.
from there.
Oh,
if
is
I'm
it?
being real,
Yeah.
I think they got one in my size. It's
Oh,
not
mad.
bad, fam.
Yeah, see?
Bro.
Then they got the t-shirts.
They got the
Do you get what I'm
t-shirts
saying?
now.
Yeah,
YouTube revenue.
Now what they did, they did the maddest thing. 'Cause I was watching it because my younger brother is younger than me. I like to chill with some younger people as well because they know what's coming
What's
next.
happening?
innit?
Yeah.
So like, I was watching it with them and they've been watching it for time, innit? So I'm just watching Sidemen. Then it goes like to subscribe to the uncensored version, and then they have like people who are banging Tinder. And I'm like, yo, they just changed the game forever, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? They basically got Tinder models, and because they don't mind about the morals thing and all the rest of it, you know that from what the content that they do, innit? But now what they've done is like they'll take a Tinder model and then they'll do like something like, I don't know, like would you like, do you like this guy, yes or no, in it, rate him out of 10, if you like him over there, like, so
Oh,
like
yeah,
Tinder,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
if you like him over there, if not over there, innit? And then like sometimes they go into like little interview slots with them, innit, where they're talking to the man them, like the man was trying to move to them, and then it's like how the date went, innit? And then now it'll be like a girl and she'll be like, do you want to see my breast or something like that, innit? And then they'll come with the red cross and be like, to see until it says
Mad,
subscribe to
yeah.
this, and I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, come on, wait a minute. My man is boxing. My man has the side. My man has food, yeah? My man is now linking up with Tinder models, yeah?
Music.
Building his profile. Man
Rick
has
Ross.
music.
Rick Ross.
You get what I'm saying? And you man are in Carnival chasing Nyash.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Chasing
Yeah?
Nyash, I don't even want to chase that. Don't
Don't
even
even
want
wanna
to
chase
bro,
you.
like-
trust
And
me.
some of the Nyash is smelling.
Hey,
Think of, you know what it is, yeah? No, you know why I say that? Because
It's a long train drive.
it's a
innit?
long train journey, bro. Think about it. You're eating hot foods. You know that the thing is stretched up in their bum, so you already know it's tight, bro. You could skid marks could be on their thing. Discharge.
Hey.
Like, I'm not trying to go too deep, but let's be real.
I said that after discharge, you know.
I had to close my Maggie one time and just be like, yo.
But you know, all of that now, yeah, when you deep it, and now a man is still trying to move to them, they must even feel stressed and say, bro, what the fuck do you want?
Yeah.
Man is not even, but I'm smelling. Are you still want me? It's similar to getting moving to a girl in the gym. Because I've seen a couple girls say to me, bruv, like, bear man will try to move to me, but bruv, they don't even know. How do they know if I've even brushed my teeth? How do I know that I ate bath? Are you still want to move to me? Like, that's when they say men have no standards.
Shame on you guys as well, man.
Shame on,
It's that.
shame on you, but don't get me wrong. If there's a sweet one there,
Nah, but there's
You're
a
gonna
time and a
but you-
place.
yeah,
There's
you
a
know
time
what
and a
I
place,
mean?
man.
Yeah,
There's a time and a place.
When I was sometime in my teens,
yeah,
I clocked onto the fact that a lot of people think that beautiful girls are 1 in a million, innit? And they're not.
they're not. No,
Bro, they're so common you can see them by accident.
Trust me, brother.
Donnie, click.
Come on.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
Come on.
Trust me. I can't lie, he taught me that from
Yeah,
early.
yeah,
innit?
yeah.
Like, he taught me that from early.
No, but you need that as well.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
that
yeah,
knowledge.
you need that from
Yeah,
early.
yeah.
And I just feel like sometimes you need to control yourself. Like, if you don't see her again, no biggie, bro. I'm being serious, innit?
Yeah,
If you see her again in more favorable circumstances, then maybe have a conversation, innit?
Yeah.
That's somebody that you really want to pursue. But I think this whole idea where a lot of guys treat the women in front of them like they're gonna be the future baby mum.
It's too much.
Mad.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
and it
yeah,
puts
yeah.
so much pressure on the situation. You need to just diffuse the situation and talk to some. I always say to guys, innit, when I'm talking to guys, especially the younger man, them, innit, like talk to a girl or a woman like a human being first.
Yeah,
It makes you come across way more attractive.
yeah,
And also it makes them feel like they're seen, innit? Like,
yeah.
so I just don't understand the whole grabby, you know.
But them man don't know shit, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
listen, yeah. Females, yeah, are
gee.
crazy intuitive, innit? Yeah? And they've had to spend their life, yeah, acquiring information. Yeah? The ones who want it. And some of them have acquired information through living life. Do you know what I'm saying? Remember that a lot of females have to be clued up to a lot of things earlier than man them.
Yeah.
So for example, yeah, discharge. Man them don't know about no discharge at like 13 years
Nah,
old or 14 years old. Do you get what I'm
Don't know
saying?
about that.
As soon as a female hits puberty, she has to understand her body clock. Like, why is my stomach hurting like this? Oh yeah, my period's on. It might make sense to track my period if I'm gonna make any plans for the future, because I'm not trying to go here and then have my period just being mad, innit?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How am I gonna develop this? If you go to a rural area where you can't get no pads, you have to take pads with you. If you don't, you're just gonna be leaking into your panties. Everyone's gonna be like, yo, I'm dirty gal. Do you know what I'm saying?
it's true.
So they have to plan certain things, innit? You see, mandem, yeah? When you don't study, when you don't know anything, you've got no lead in conversation.
Yeah.
So what's your lead in conversation? Appearance. You look nice. Hey, babes, come here, bro. Like, oh, what? Then you got to rely on your charisma.
Yeah.
You ain't really got nothing else, bro. Like, what else goes
You're not
for you?
interesting.
You're not an interesting person. You ain't read no books. You can't tell her nothing about other countries that you traveled to. You're not well traveled. Do you know what I'm saying? You're not a learned person. You just, like, what? So the next thing that you can flex is peas.
Yeah.
So
No,
if you don't
true,
have peas
true.
and you don't have a personality, you're gone from the game, my brother.
Yeah, it's true. No,
you're done
definitely.
out here. That's why
Yeah.
so many man them are just trying to clot and create baby mother. That's their security. That's
Yeah,
how they know
yeah,
that
yeah,
you
for
are
real.
locked in. Do you know
Yeah.
what I'm
No,
saying?
it's true.
But even those guys get finessed as well,
Yeah,
because
of
it's
course.
like, yo, like, educate yourself and live life. Like, even with the conversation we was having before about you going uni and stuff, and the uni friends and friends from ends.
Yeah.
Like, you know, man, them in the ends, like, it's weird. Like, because even like I could talk about myself. Like I could be in my ends now, yeah, hitting zoos, chilling on the block every day.
Yeah.
And man, they love me. But then once I move from that and I'm different, let's say like now I'm doing the podcast, like man, they will want me to chill, and he's like, nah, I got something. Man's moving different, you know. Man, he's a waste man. Like, but it's like, bro, I'm in the ends, not progressing. But you like me more. Like, how does that make sense? Like, I'm trying to do something for myself. And there's progression, you know what I'm trying to say? It might not be straight away because the million views are not there or whatever the case may be, but it's like you were saying, like with the KSI thing, like for him to like do that, you guys understand, like someone is investing time. So it's like, I gotta go somewhere now. I'm in front of a camera. I'm making content now. I can't be chilling in the ends or whatever it is that we're doing, eating Morley's every day. But the minute you start moving from that, man, like, he's not even real no more.
But
he's
you
not
know
cool
why?
no more.
Because
whatever.
it gives them a higher standard to try and operate on.
Exactly.
Certain man hate that. They hate the idea that one, they would have to do the things that they say, do hard things, that they have to be incredibly responsible for their lives. And that it's not just one massive conspiracy about oppressing people. Yeah. And that of course, there is some forms of oppression in it.
100.
But at the same time, are you going to sit there and cry about it and do nothing? Or are you going to try your hardest to break a cycle and be somebody who can at least be an example to people who are looking on?